Welcome back to the channel, guys. So a couple weeks ago the wife went to drive the C5 Corvette here to work. When she tried to turn on the heater, she noticed the fan wasn't kicking on. Now the first thing I did, I pulled the cover for the fuse box and checked the fuse for the fan. The fuse was good. So now we're moving into checking the fan itself, seeing if we've got power going to the fan. And if we've got power going to the fan and it's not working, then obviously we're going to need to replace the fan. Some of you may notice this is not the same garage as the other C5 Corvette videos. That's because we have moved to another house, and unfortunately I have pretty poor lighting in the garage currently, so I've got to upgrade that. For now, I'm compensating by leaving the door open when it's sunny, but that also means lots of noises. So anyway, moving along, we're going to come under the dash here and we're going to look up. You can see the glove box here. We're going to look up here and you're going to see you've got this push pin right here. So we're going to pull that guy out. If you've got a pin removal tool, that would help you out a lot. I've got one. I just don't know where it's at the moment, so I'm doing this with my fingers. But we'll get this push pin out. Get that one out. We're going to move over here to this one and pull it out. And then we should be able to lower our access panel down and pull it out of the way. Now we have our connector right here for our interior light, and you can either disconnect that, you can pull the bulb out of it, or you can just kind of twist your panel over to the side here and get it out of your way. Now if you twist your panel out of the way like this, you've got to be careful. You don't want to rip the wires out. Going back under here, you can see our blower motor right there. Behind it, close to your firewall, if you see the big fat purple and black wires right there, that is the connector that goes to your blower motor. So I'm not gonna be able to get my head under here and disconnect it with the camera in the way, but that's what we're disconnecting right there. We're gonna disconnect that, and we're gonna use either a test light or a multimeter, and we're going to turn our fan on and see if we're getting power here. Now that I've got the connector unplugged, I can kind of show you. When it's plugged in, you have this little push lever here, and you're going to have to either reach up with your finger or a screwdriver, depress this, and then pull back, and that'll come out. But anyway, we've got our plug unplugged. Now we're going to get a multimeter. We're going to plug our probes into our positive and negative here, and we're going to check the readings when we turn the fan on and see if we've got any power. Now you can also do this with a test light, or if you don't have a test light or a multimeter, maybe you've got an automotive bulb, you can just cut a piece of wire, run it to each side of the bulb, and plug those wires in there, and you know, the light will light up if you're getting power there. So we've got our multimeter probes plugged into our connector. I'm going to turn our multimeter on. I know there's some glare, but hopefully you guys can see that. So I'm going to turn the ignition on. And as you can see, I have 13 volts at the blower motor. So that tells me the blower motor is getting power, but it is not functioning. So most likely we have a bad blower motor. We're going to go ahead and remove that. So moving under here, again, there is not a lot of room to work, guys. So I'm not going to be able to put the camera on while I'm doing all this. But the first thing you're going to want to do is you've got your little vent hose here, and it's got a band that goes all the way around the blower motor. You're going to want to disconnect that and get that off of there. And you can just kind of get that out of your way. Then you're going to have 3 screws to drop this blower motor. You've got one here, you've got one up here, I'm not even sure if the camera's on it, and you're going to have one in the back here. So once you remove those 3 screws, you should be able to just drop the blower motor down. I'm going to go ahead and remove those off camera because again, there is just not enough room down here to film it. Just a FYI, I know some of these might have maybe like 7mm or 7/32 bolts in them. Mine actually has T20 Torx screws, so I'm not sure if that's something that maybe changed from year to year. Mine is a 2002, so maybe the earlier models might have been using the little socket head bolts, the 7mm. Mine is definitely a T20 Torx. Let me get these out. Got all of our screws out, and we should be able to just kind of lower this guy out. There we go. And there she is. Here's our factory original blower motor. So just to double check that the motor was in fact bad, I made me some test leads here and tried to hit it with 12 volts off one of my mower batteries here, and yeah, nothing, guys. So I guess we are definitely ordering a new motor. So usually if you want a genuine AC Delco or Chevrolet, GM, whatever replacement blower motor for these, it's like anywhere from $200 to $300. Mostly what you see online or at your local auto parts store, it's kind of a universal replacement. And so it doesn't have this rubber surround, this isolator here. And it also doesn't have the plug built into it like this. You usually end up with a pigtail that comes off because it's meant to fit several different applications. It'll have multiple holes drilled around it. You know, it'll fit Chevy Impalas, all kinds of stuff, right? Well, just so happened when I was doing my eBay search, I found a guy on eBay who had a OEM genuine GM replacement for $60. So we ended up getting an actual factory replacement. Just letting you guys know this because your installation, you know, might be a little different than mine, because again, most of the replacements that you're going to find on eBay or at your local auto parts store, they're not going to have this rubber isolator around them. You might want to try to peel the one off your original blower motor and try to make it work just to keep vibration down. Or usually the replacements, they just come with like little individual bushings, isolators for each screw. I will be putting a eBay search link in the video description, so you know, you might get lucky like I did, or you may end up just getting one of the $35 replacement motors. I'm sure it's fine. I've used the $35 replacements before in my Silverado, in my Avalanche, various other vehicles. I've never had an issue with them, but anytime I can get a genuine GM part, I prefer to do so. With that being said, I am required to tell you I am an eBay affiliate, so if you do use my eBay search link in the video description, I will most likely get a small commission off of it. It does not affect your price. It does help support this channel, so please use my eBay link if you want to purchase something on eBay. Now, we're going to get this sucker put back in. So, kind of same deal as before, guys. There's just not enough room here for me to put the camera and still show you what I'm doing. But installation, basically the reverse of removal. New blower motor is going to go right back up in there. You want to make sure that your plug here is facing toward the firewall, obviously flipped upside down. Get our 3 screws in, plug our connector back in. Just a little word, something I forgot to mention, every screw hole under the dash of the car, it has a nub that sticks out, so it will engage with these holes in this rubber grommet here, or this rubber isolator here, so you really don't have to hold the motor up. If you push it up, and once you get it aligned to where those little divots that stick down for the screw holes stick through that rubber isolator, and you know, push it up in there where they poke through, as you can see, I mean, I've got 1 screw in it right now, but as you can see, it'll hold the fan motor up there, so you don't have to sit there and try to hold it while you're putting the screws in. You just have to align those little dowels first and shove it on there. Little side note, wouldn't be bad luck garage if something bad didn't happen. Do not over torque your screws. I actually had one of my 3 screws broke off here. I'm gonna have to figure something out. It's probably going to leak some air right here. What I will probably end up doing is drilling a hole right here next to it and running another screw right here. So I'm not even sure if that's on camera, if you guys can see what I'm talking about, but yeah, something always seems to go wrong here. Okay, so anyway, before we plug our connector in, we need to get our little vent hose back in here. So this has got to go around behind the connector. Again, I'm not sure if you can see this on camera because I have no way of adjusting the camera. Slide it over here, and then it just plugs right into the vent hole in the side of the motor. Then we'll go back here, plug our connector in. Not sure if you can see that or not. Very hard to do while the camera's in my face, but there we go. Connector, plug that in. Next, we're going to take our access panel. If you removed your interior light like I did, you're going to need to feed that back through and clip it back in. Just like that. If you didn't remove it, then obviously you're just pulling the panel back. And pretty simple, guys. We just stick this panel back up in here. There is a little pin on the back that you have to line up. I'll show you that in a second. Line our little push pins back up with the holes. They're there somewhere, I promise. Zip them back in. And pop this little panel back in. Like so. Right here is the little alignment pin that you've got to get your panel back in right there. Let's test our new blower motor. I can already hear it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how you replace a defective blower motor in a 97 through 2004 Chevrolet Corvette. Hope this video helped you out. Now get out in the garage, get something done, and I'll see you next time here on Bad Luck Garage. Wifey's gonna be happy. I get brownie points for this one.